we're tackling a question that's as old as the stars. How accurate is astrology? Whether you're a firm believer or a curious skeptic, this video is for you. We're going to examine the accuracy of astrological predictions and readings, diving into the evidence and the science. If you want to become a real student of astrology, check out my Patreon for more in-depth tutorials and exclusive content. First, let's take a look at the skeptical perspective. Many people argue that astrology is nothing more than a pseudoscience, a collection of vague statements that can apply to anyone. Studies like the famous Mars effect, which initially seemed to show a correlation between athletic success and the position of Mars in the natal chart, but these are debunked upon further scrutiny. Psychologists also point to the Forer effect, named after psychologist Bertram Forer, which explains why people believe vague and general statements to be highly accurate for them personally. This effect is often seen in sun sign horoscopes that use statements like, "You have a great need for others to like and admire you," which can apply to almost anyone. But hold on, it's not all that simple. I actually do sun sign horoscopes too. But for many, astrology has provided deep insights and guidance. People often report that their birth charts and horoscopes are eerily accurate. Astrologers argue that the positions of the stars and planets can indeed influence our lives in profound ways. And people make these comments to me every day on my social media. Now, the process of creating these readings involves precise calculations of planetary positions at the exact time of birth, creating a unique natal chart that supposedly reflects one's personality and life path. Now, what's my personal stance? Now, I want to share a bit of my personal journey with you. I've been a professional astrologer for 20 years, and over again, astrology has proved to me through my readings with hundreds of clients that it's a wonderful tool for spiritual development and living up to one's potential. As someone with a master's degree in statistics and a background in studying the scientific method, I understand the importance of empirical evidence and critical thinking. However, I've also come to appreciate the spiritual dimensions of astrology. There's something deeply meaningful about the way it can connect us to the universe and provide a framework for understanding our inner selves. Astrology, in my view, is not just about predicting events, but about fostering personal growth and self-awareness. It's a tool that can guide us toward more fulfilling lives, aligned with our true potential. I approach astrology with both a critical eye and an open heart, aiming to help people find balance and insight into their lives. Now let's delve into the science. While astrology isn't considered a science by traditional standards, some researchers are exploring the potential correlations between celestial events and human behavior. One area of study is the impact of lunar cycles. Some researchers have investigated whether the phases of the moon can influence human behavior. For example, studies have looked at whether the full moon affects sleep patterns, mood, and even incidents of crime. While the results are mixed and often inconclusive, there are intriguing patterns that suggest the moon may have a subtle influence on our behavior. Another fascinating area of research is the study of seasonal effects on personality traits. Some psychologists have found that the time of year when a person is born can have an impact on certain personality characteristics. For instance, individuals born in spring and summer are often reported to be more optimistic and outgoing, while those born in autumn and winter may be more prone to introversion and moodiness. These patterns, while not definitive, hint at the possibility that the season of birth, and by extension, astrological signs, might have some influence on personality. These studies don't directly prove the accuracy of astrology, but they do open the door to the possibility that celestial events might have a subtle impact on our lives. It's an area that certainly warrants more research and exploration. So where does that leave us? Perhaps the truth lies somewhere in between. Astrology might not be a precise science, but it can offer valuable insights and personal reflections. It's a tool that, when used thoughtfully, can help us understand ourselves and our place in the universe a bit better. Let's consider astrology as a form of symbolic language. Much like mythology or art, It provides a framework for making sense of the complexities of human experience, helping individuals navigate life's challenges and transitions. In the end, the accuracy of astrology may depend on what you're looking for and how you use it. Whether you're charting the stars or just curious, remember that the journey is just as important as the destination. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell for more cosmic content. And if you want to dive deeper and become a real student of astrology, consider joining my Patreon, where I have a learning community for exclusive tutorials and personalized guidance. We'll see you next time.